As dawn breaks across India, villages, towns, and cities come alive. Milling with people and energy, life is always on the move. But ever so often, one of these lives is shaken out of its path, a change in destiny that is caused by cancer, a disease that affects 1 in 10 Indians. To ensure that those who are afflicted by cancer receive the care that they need to lead normal lives, the Tata Memorial Center runs numerous hospitals across India to treat patients. And one such hospital is ACTREC, or the Advanced Center for Treatment, Research and Education in Cancer. Located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, the center has evolved with a vision to provide comprehensive cancer care to one and all.
We register close to about 60,000 new cancer patients every year in TMC, and close to 2/3 of those patients are from outside Maharashtra. One of the prime requirements of cancer patients coming to Mumbai is the requirement for good, decent accommodation that will enable them to complete their treatments within the prescribed time frame. We have a patient hostel at ACTREC, and it has served us reasonably well in being able to house outstation patients and also patients who require close monitoring.
But with the steady growth in the number of patients every year and change on the horizon, ACTREC faced a challenge.
Currently, ACTREC is about a 120-bedded hospital, but we have 4 major projects coming up in this campus. The total bed strength of ACTREC will increase to more than 900. So the number of patients who will require to stay within the campus will actually exponentially increase in a very short span of time. So the current situation in TMC is that we have to turn back many patients who require accommodation, and then they have to arrange for their own accommodation.
But for many, finding affordable accommodation in a new city was nearly impossible. It was here where the paths of ACTREC and the Infosys Foundation crossed.
My father was a doctor, and I have seen patients in a very close quarter since my childhood. A poor patient suffers from mentally getting scared or depressed, physical ailment, financial burden. So the strength can be given with the kind words, good treatment, and helping them financially. And Dharmashala plays an important role, particularly when someone is ill.
With the support from the Infosys Foundation, work on the Asha Nivas, a 11-storied building that could accommodate the patients and their attendants, began in earnest. But it was at this moment that the Infosys Foundation faced a unique challenge in the form of the COVID-19 pandemic and lockdowns.
When the lockdown was announced, the first people who were hit were migrant workers. And it is very difficult for them from Mumbai to go to their place. So we gave them financial help. Then we also told our people, let them be in the building and we will give them ration. So it turned out to be very good for our construction. The quality of work went up. They really appreciated our help, and they were also employed during the crisis.
The timely intervention of the Infosys Foundation helped ensure that the Asha Nivas was completed on time.
The Infosys Dharamshala or Asha Nivas will have about 260 rooms and also a dormitory for some of the relatives of patients. It will also have a room for recreation, education, eating facility. It will also have some parking facility, and it will fit in very well with the ecosystem of ACTREC. All deserving patients who deserve a good, decent accommodation will get it.
Today, cancer care can give 50 to 90% cure rates. That kind of cure rate is possible only if the treatment is complied 100%. And that compliance is possible only when patients have an appropriate place to stay, which is nice, clean, hygienic, with adequate amount of air, light and food. And that is exactly what is provided by this Asha Nivas, produced by Infosys Foundation, and we are immensely grateful that somewhere close to about 300 patients and relatives will be accommodated very comfortably in this place.
As the Asha Nivas takes on a new life and becomes a home to those who are in need, countless patients and their families will benefit and can now turn their attention to healing and returning to a normal life. A life that was brought back on track thanks to the efforts of the Infosys Foundation.